Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. We have a special guest today.
Hey, everyone. Happy 4th of July.
Yes, the 4th of July edition with Cousin Anita. So we're back, and we're going to change up a little bit today. You know, we're going to change up a little bit, Cousin Anita. So our goal is we're going to sample not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 bourbons.
Jackpot.
So just change up a little bit. You know, we normally do 1 or 2, and it's like this, you know, in-depth review. We're going to kind of review. These are 5 Kentucky just staples in the bourbon, you know, industry as a whole, right?
Agreed.
I mean, Buffalo Trace, Four Roses, Woodford Reserve, Elijah Craig, and one of my all-time favorites as a whole, right?
Yeah.
Old Forester, right? I mean, just really good bourbons, right?
Yes.
All Kentucky, born and bred with 4th of July. Let's do it right?
I know. I'm so happy.
Oh,
You're such a smart guy.
Sometimes my wife she might have a second opinion. Yeah, exactly. So you are a guest, and you know we love getting down to it. So I'm gonna let you pick. We don't have to go in order. This is you're the guest. You're the guest judge. So let's let the guests pick which one we're gonna start off with.
I feel so special. So let's go with the Woodford Reserve.
Ooh,
the big bottle.
The big bottle, the 1.75 liter.
Go big or go home.
Yeah, seriously. So Woodford Reserve, obviously, again, you know, huge staple in the bourbon industry.
Yeah.
You know, this is the standard. That's called the small batch, if you will. We'll pour small pours, just because we're drinking a lot of bourbon.
Yep.
This one, I think it normally comes in at 90.4 proof. You can typically buy these for like $35.
Yeah.
This is the big bottle. So this one costs a little bit more, but the standard 750 milliliter is actually no, this is 750 is 90.4 proof. So, all right.
And again, the majority of these are pretty much going to be in any liquor store, wouldn't you say? So you're really not going to have a hard time finding these if you go out to your standard wine and spirit store. So that's a good thing about it.
That is a good thing. It might be a little bit hard to find Buffalo Trace just because of the name, but you know, for these other 4, you definitely can pretty much always find. And Buffalo Trace, if you do a little bit of searching, just a little bit, right? You know how much I love to do my my bourbon hunting.
Oh, just a smidge.
Just a little bit. You're gonna find almost all of them. You really will, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, what are you getting on for the nose, cousin? Then we'll definitely do some cheers.
Well, I mean, hey, lovely smell. A little bit more of the fruity, I would say for sure. A little bit more fruit.
I get a good
nice and mellow though.
Mellow. I get a lot of like just normal caramel.
Yeah.
Some good oak. 90.4 proof.
Yeah, so a little bit on the lighter side. Yeah.
Even a little bit of cinnamon as well.
Yes, definitely.
I like that. As we say, cheers to family.
Cheers.
Cheers to happy 4th of July.
My favorite part. Oh, that's nice.
All right. So on the finish, I picked up something a little bit interesting. What did you get on the finish? Anything different?
No, nothing super standout.
Yeah.
Nice on the palate. A little kick, but not much at all going down.
Pretty smooth.
So overall, pretty smooth.
Yeah, quick, easy finish.
Not a gut punch. So for those of you who like a little bit milder bourbon, I think you'd be,
I think you'd be happy with that one. Yeah. So on the finish, the only thing I picked up was a little bit more oak than what I remember, because I don't drink Woodford, to be honest with you, as much anymore.
No, me
right?
either.
So maybe one of the downfalls of when you start to expand in your bourbon love of bourbon, you don't really go back home that much, right? It has a little bit more oak forward than I remember. A little bit more oak forward, but tons of a little bit of leather in there as well, a little bit of spice, but very smooth overall.
Yeah.
Not bad for like a $30 bottle of bourbon, right?
Yeah,
not bad.
for sure.
All right, I'm gonna rinse off real quick, just get a little something extra.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, you're the guest, so again, we're going to stick with this bad boy.
Okay.
You get the pick. Number 2.
All right. Let's go with the Elijah Craig.
All right. Now, remember where you kind of ranking this one in your
I know. And that's the thing. I might enjoy this tasting a little too much and forget my rating. So bear with me, friends.
There we go.
It is a holiday.
So Elijah Craig is a Heaven Hill product also. Obviously, again, Kentucky. This is that same $35, $40 price range.
Yeah.
This one comes in at 94 proof and, again, a small batch, right? All right. Easy to find. Get a little bit on the nose here.
Now, I would say somewhat similar to the Woodford Reserve.
I get a little bit more rye maybe in this one, which is interesting. A little bit spicier, almost. Yeah. Like, you know, it's a bourbon, but like I'm sure it has a little bit of rye in there. Maybe a little spice, maybe from the malted barley.
I feel a little less fruit.
Yeah.
Like a little less
more traditional.
Fruit. Yeah.
Traditional bourbon. 94 proof's a little bit higher in the proof standpoint. A little bit more like peppery, like almost smoky in a way, right?
Yeah. But I think consistent in color, though.
Yeah, consistent in a nice, beautiful brown color.
Yeah.
I don't know. Cheers. And cheers to you. For me, way more caramel. The spice is definitely there. Way spicier than this one. More caramel. More just probably slightly maybe more well-rounded as a whole.
Yeah.
Right? What did you think?
So for me, it's interesting. Now, again, I'm not noticing a huge difference between the two. Okay. But I will agree with you on the spice. But interestingly enough, didn't you say the Elijah Craig was a higher proof than the Woodford Reserve?
It is. It's 94.
I felt like that one was a bit smoother though going down than the Woodford Reserve.
Okay.
Don't know if that has to do with the small batch or what, but that one was a little smoother going down.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Well, hey. Elijah Craig is always holding their own, so you know the Godfather of bourbon, as they say. All right. Let's cleanse this palate again. Make sure we're giving you honest feedback.
And we do hope, I will say, that at some point you all will visit Louisville, Kentucky and do some bourbon tours.
Yes, definitely fun times.
Elijah Craig, I would say it's more, they call it a bourbon tour, but it is kind of museum-like.
It is a museum, sure is.
That was awesome. Old Forester. So it's a great time.
It's
a great time.
It is. I love Kentucky. Love Kentucky. All right, well, you know, again, I'm not gonna, my mother raised me well. Ladies first, ladies' choice.
Yeah, let's go with the Buffalo Trace.
Ooh, I was hoping you were gonna say that. All right, so Buffalo Trace. What's the proof on this one here? I'm looking for this one. 90%. Okay. So 90 proof. I'm sorry, 45%. Yeah. 90 proof. So 90 proof.
All of these are a bit on the milder side
today. It is. So. This one sometimes can be, like I said in the beginning, a little bit harder to find just because it has Buffalo Trace Distillery, but typically, you know, the harder ones are your Wellers and Pappies and so forth. Yeah. This one, you can, for the most part, kind of find it with a little bit of hunting. Get a friend maybe that can buy it for you in their local state, ship it to you. They really care about you.
Right.
That's what friends are for, right?
I was going to say, that's how you know someone likes you when they buy you bourbon.
Exactly. So, color-wise, a little bit lighter, right?
Yes, definitely. So I'm glad we both picked that up. Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Very light.
A little bit lighter in color.
Yeah. So obviously, maybe from an age standpoint, even though a lot of these are small batches, so they there's no exact, you know, they're typically anywhere from probably like 6 to 8 years. Yeah. But this is definitely on the lighter side.
Now with this one,
more vanilla.
I was going to say, I don't get a whole lot of spice.
Yeah, no spice. A little bit of vanilla, a little bit of caramel.
Oh my.
I get a little bit of fruit as well, actually.
For sure.
Something like the apples and pears kind of all blended. Well,
let's get
cheers. Let's get to it. This is the time.
That's good.
It is nice. It's not as much caramel and oak for it as these two. More like vanilla, honey, sweet, right?
So more definitely sweet. On the sweeter side. Nice finish.
Bad for standard Buffalo Trace.
Right.
Bad, right?
Hey, all right. I'm trying to keep track, folks. I'm trying to keep track of my favorites here. It's getting a little fuzzy.
All right. I know which one I have, but we'll see. You know, you never know. Might be unanimous. Might be a split decision. You never know.
Yeah.
All right, cleanse them one last time.
All right. Yep. Let's and let's go with the Old Forester.
Ooh, Old Forester. All right. So there are multiple different versions of Old Forester. This is their 1910. So it comes in at 93 proof. Slightly, maybe a little bit more expensive than the others. This is closer to like almost 50, like 47, 48. But 93 proof, so not, you know, basically right in the middle of all these for the most part. All the ones we've sampled thus far, anywhere from 90 to 94, so this is right at 93.
Yeah.
Again, easy to find, Old Forester 1910. You're not going to go too far when you're looking for it. Also made by Brown Forman, so the same company that makes Woodford Reserve makes Old Forester. So a little bit of knowledge for everyone out there.
So we're back to a little darker color here.
Definitely darker. Wow. I mean, just look at that bad boy. Look how much darker that is compared to like the Buffalo Trace that we just had. I poured myself a nice pour too. Huh?
You did. I think our bartender's feeling it a little bit, ladies and gentlemen.
Just a little bit. All right. What do you get on the nose from this one?
Now I do get more spice off the rip here.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You do.
Off the rip.
More spice.
Yeah.
A bit of oak. A little bit of cinnamon too. Interesting enough.
Yeah. Not too much caramel. Not really too much fruit there.
Yeah, no. It's more like brown sugar almost in a way. Like more sweet, spicy brown sugar, peppery.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, well, cheers. Cheers to you as well, folks. A little bit of spice and bite in there, right?
Yeah.
You feel that difference, right? Compared to, well, we didn't do the Four Roses, but all the other ones, a little bit more peppery and spicier.
Yeah.
And granted, it's only 93 proof, or this one's 94, but not, this is a lot more spicy.
But this is definitely kind of resonating a bit more.
In the palate?
And down my throat a little bit more so than the others. But still good, but definitely more of the spice.
Yeah. It's interesting.
It is.
It's different. So I would classify this one, of all these so far, definitely the spiciest.
Yes.
Right?
Agreed.
Everything transfers from the nose to the palate, but this one definitely, what stands out the most is the spice.
Agreed.
Interesting.
Agreed. Huh.
All right. Well, to cleanse my palate one last time, and then we're gonna go to good old Four Roses.
I know. And so,
this is the Four Roses.
I tried to keep the Four Roses last on purpose because if you all have watched me on previous episodes, I talk a lot about enjoying Four Roses. So I'm a little biased. Four Roses as a bourbon tends to be a bit sweeter. Again, you've seen me a million times say that's my preference. I almost always go for a sweeter bourbon. So it'll be interesting how I feel about how this compares to the others that we've tried. So
this is the Four Roses single barrel. I didn't have a small batch, so we're doing the single barrel, right? This one comes in at 100 proof. Again, Kentucky bourbon, right? Four Roses, I mean, a staple in the bourbon industry as a whole.
Absolutely.
So let's see what this bad boy has.
A little lighter.
A little lighter,
than,
also. Kind of almost like in that Buffalo Trace range, right? Definitely lighter than that Old Forester 1910. That was really light. Or really dark, rather. This is
and see, automatically take a whiff. You're going to get that sweeter, fruit-based,
the floral,
right?
Which is what they're known for. They're known for that floral, you know. Because I think they have like almost 10 different recipes that they pull from, right? 10 different strands. So every one varies from, you know, the couple different ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, but definitely floral off of that.
Yeah.
A bit of spice, not much though.
not much at all. So
it's like actually a pretty good blend of everything, right? It's floral, it's spicy, it's sweet, but it's a little bit of oak as well.
Yes.
All right. Well, cheers again, folks, to our last one.
So do you feel that though too, like the sweetness just like dancing on the tongue just a little bit there?
It is.
So it's the front.
You're right. It is. It's literally, I got a little drop. I'm gonna keep dancing. You keep talking. I'm gonna keep dancing. That's just what I do.
And it's like it's just perfect. And for me, smooth going down.
Okay.
No bite.
Okay.
So.
This is interesting. Wow.
So,
very interesting.
All right.
Well, as they say, all good things must come to an end.
This is true.
But before we give a judgment, I just want to say thank you for everyone always watching the videos. If you haven't done thus far, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate you guys and gals out there watching the video. Thank you, Cousin Nita, for coming back and hanging out with us a little bit.
Of course.
But as they say, a little bit of a drum roll. All right, you're the lady in the house. You get to go first. What is the judgment, Anita?
So I have 0 game face, and I'm sure you guys figured it out. I'm gonna go with the 4 Roses. I'm just very loyal when it comes to 4 Roses, and I just enjoy this bourbon. Enjoy this bourbon so much. I will say that a close was the Buffalo Trace, actually.
Interesting. Okay.
I enjoyed both of these quite a bit.
Okay.
So if 4 Roses were not in the mix, I would go with the Buffalo Trace.
Interesting. Okay. Well, you know what? What's very interesting about this is that we are very close with our decision.
Really?
My judgment is actually for Buffalo Trace.
Wow. Okay.
And but my number 2 would actually be 4 Roses.
You're kidding.
Yeah, so I'll tell you the difference, right?
Okay.
This was very nice. It's very floral and sweet, but it has a little bit of everything, which is nice.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed the Buffalo Trace because it's very smooth, very sweet, very just nice and chill, right? Very nice and chill.
Yeah.
These are all really good bourbons, right? I'll just say that, right? I mean, all the companies are doing a great job. But Buffalo Trace, I actually really just enjoyed it. Yeah. I really enjoyed it a lot. It's very nice and smooth, right? Yes. So when I'm comparing it against their peer companies for, let's call it like the baseline products, I would go Buffalo Trace, put the 4 Roses right there in the second.
This is actually probably a first, because we're usually kind of, when we're doing multiple bourbons, we're usually on the opposite ends of the spectrum.
We're basically right there.
That's so funny.
Too funny.
Hey, it's a holiday, right?
It is. It sure is. Well, everyone, thanks again for always watching. We appreciate you.
Yeah, it's so good to see you all. Have a wonderful holiday with your family and friends. Be safe and keep watching The Bourbon Judge.
Absolutely. Take care. See you guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.